Hello and welcome to an electric Rick Carroll Natatorium for tonight's opening game of the state tournament between the North Penn Knights and the North Allegheny Tigers. I'm Jake Lobeck. Alongside me is Anissa Cardisi, and thanks for joining us here on North Penn Television. Channel 28 Comcast, 29 Verizon as we get underway. North Penn wins the opening tip-off, and they'll look to move up and hit Dunnigan now. Passes it over to Contrubus. He'll pass it over to his winger, Patterson. Now Franco. North Penn will continue with possession into the slot, and the shot is deflected by a Tiger defender. Shot was taken by Derek Friday, the precision sniper for North Penn. And they'll lob it all the way down the pool. The Tigers look to begin their opening possession here with Peaton. Pass it over to his winger. Fake the shot, pass it back, put it into the slot, and tight defense by North Penn, but the Tigers will continue with possession. Flamesner there. The pass sails over his head. That was Peaton once again. So now North Penn will start back up. Zachary Owens passes it to Fakish. He'll throw it towards the center for Patterson. Patterson back to Fakish. And the shot just hits the post, but does not go in. The Tigers come up lucky there with 5:50 left in the opening half. Still no score as Karras passes it up. The Tigers over to the winger now. Back out to Peaton. Over to Rollman. Tigers will continue with possession. Back to Peaton. Over to Rubio, and tough defense by North Penn, and Andrew Duggan then comes up with it. Passes it back to Owens, and he'll lob it down the pool, intended for Patterson. But the Tigers goaltender, Jack Price, able to come up with it for the Tigers. So 5:14 left in the opening quarter, still no score. As Peaton has it, passes over to his winger. Into the slot. The shot, and a good reach up by Zachary Owens to keep that one out of the net. And he'll lob it down court. It was intercepted by the Tigers defender. That shot in the previous play was by Rubio. Owens was able to come up with a save, and now Jack Price looks to move up over to Peaton. Over to his winger. The shot, and it just sails wide of the net. Shot by Max Moore. Now Zachary Owens with it for North Penn. Over to Derek Friday. Out to Contrubus now. Back to Friday. Over to Franco to Contrubus. Friday, as they play tick back and forth, they pass it. Lob down to Dunnigan. And it's World Tigers possession. Jack Price. Over to Peaton. Now over to Moore. Fleensner now. The shot. And Owens comes up with another save. His second save of the evening. 3:45 left in the opening quarter. As Owens lobs it down court for Contrubus. Back to Friday. North Penn will continue with possession. Back to Contrubus now. Friday will start with it. Over to Contrubus. To Fakish. Friday to Contrubus, back to Friday. Or correction, that's Patterson. There's a shot, and it's saved by Jack Price, the Tigers goaltender. So he has his first save of the evening. And North Penn will continue with possession. Patterson to Dunnigan, quick shot, and it's blocked off by the defender. Dunnigan gets it again, another blocked shot. And the Tigers will get possession. Justin Rollman with the second block. And Andrew Dunnigan had two good shots, just both of them were blocked off by the Tigers defense. And a quick timeout is called by the Tigers. with exactly 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. Tigers coming up big to stop North Penn's strong offense.
That's right. North Allegheny has been doing a great job of keeping North Penn off of the scoreboard. In past games, North Penn has usually scored by now. It's pretty surprising that it's still a 0-0 game.
Yeah, North Penn is a very strong team. So now North Penn and the Tigers are both taking their positions back on in the pool after the brief timeout. The Tigers will start with possession. And Peton will do the honors for the Tigers.
3 minutes left in the first quarter.
So Peton. And North Penn will now take over. And Shane Marcus lobs it up the pool to Fakish. And he has the ball stolen from him. And the Tigers are moving the other way. Max Moore with the steal. Over to Peton. Now back over to Songer. The shot. And Owens comes up with a huge save there. And the ball deflects into play, and he recovers it once it comes back into the water, and he'll pass it up. Intended for Friday. Into the slot. And Marcus was sworn by the Tigers defenders, and they'll move up with it now. Jack Price, the goaltender, looks for an open receiver. Passes it to Songer. Up to Rubio. And North Penn will now take over. Zach Owens. The goaltender will pass it up to Fakish. Fakish cross pool to Matt Franco. He passes it. Franco regathers it over to Marcus. Over to Fakish. Fake the shot, pass it out to his winger. Now Marcus, the shot, and it's blocked by Jack Price. Good save there, his second save of the night with 1:15 left in the opening quarter. Price will pass it up. Number 13, Joel Songer. Now over to Peton, and North Penn will take over. Owens looking to pass it up. Passes it down to Marcus. Marcus over to Fakish. Pass intended for Friday. It slips out of his hands, and Jack Price corrals it. Now Peton with 28 seconds left. The shot, and he scores. So the Tigers strike first in this opening round of the state's matchup. Luke Peton scores with 25 seconds left in the opening quarter to give the Tigers a 1-0 lead. And North Penn will begin. Dunnigan passes it up to Franco. Into the slot. Intended for Friday. Friday now shoots, and he scores.
With 10 seconds left, Friday is able to get that shot off. Now the game is tied 1-1 with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. It only took North Penn 15 seconds to answer back to North Allegheny.
Now 10 seconds left, score tied 1-1. It looks like they'll just hold it as they give it to Christ, the goaltender for the Tigers, and he'll lob it down, and Owens comes up with a save. So at the end of the first quarter, both teams have 1 point on the board. Derek Friday just scoring for North Penn, and Luke Peaton for North Allegheny. And Jack Kreis has 2 saves on the night so far for the Tigers, and North Penn, Zach Owens, has 4.
I think North Penn needed that wake-up call from North Allegheny when they scored first to really get more energized and motivated to score, which they did.
Yeah, and earlier in the quarter, North Allegheny had called a timeout as soon as they got possession after North Penn had a strong offensive drive, and since then they've been explosive. So the combination of that goal and the timeout has really led to an explosive offense and defense for the Tigers. Good job by Derek Friday and the Knights to recover and to notch this score and tie it at 1. So in the state tournament, every team plays 3 games. It's just a matter of whether they win or lose that qualifies them to play in the state championship game. Obviously, if you lose, you cannot be a participant in the state championship game. North Penn and North Allegheny both seeking to play in this championship game. We'll see who prevails. So we'll get ready to begin this second quarter. North Penn won the face-off in the first quarter. We'll see if they can do it here. And the fans of North Penn are cheering them on. North Allegheny fans also doing the same. As this is a tight game between these two teams. Both are very strong teams offensively and defensively. As we get underway for this second quarter, Fakish for North Penn, able to knock it, but the Tigers come up with it. Fakish so close to recovering it. Correction, that was done again. So now the Tigers look to begin their first offensive drive in the second quarter. The shot and saved by Zachary Owens. Shot by number 7, Mitchell Rubio. Owens' 5th save of the night as he lobs it down to Fakish. And North Penn's able to recover.
And the goalie from North Allegheny will be kicked out.
So Fakish now passes over to the center. Now to the winger. Back
Knights
over.
trying to score without the goalie in the cage.
Contrubis for North Penn. Over to Fakish. Back to Contrubis. The shot, and it's blocked by the defender. Fakish trying to recover, but the roll at Tigers possession. And that was a huge block by the Tigers defender with their goalie kicked out. So Max Moore for the Tigers right now passes it over to Rollman. Now Peaton. Now over to Phillips. Cross court to Rollman. The shot, and Zachary Owens with another save on the night. 5:35 left, still tied 1-1 here at the Rick Carroll Auditorium as Owens passes up to number 4 for North Penn, Aiden Daly. Daly over to Patterson. Back to Daly as they play catch. Over to Patterson now. Takes a peek at the clock, the shot clock. His shot is denied as it's blocked down. Patterson. Over to Contrubis. And North Penn will continue with possession. Back to Dunnigan now. The shot, and it sails wide above the net. 4:55 left in the second quarter as Kreis passes it up to Peaton. Now over to his winger, Mitchell Rubio. Into the slot now. And it's North Penn possession. Owens will start this drive for North Penn. We'll pass it to Daly now. Daly over to Dunnigan. Oh, intended for Contrubus there, but it's just high. And Christ will take over for the Tigers. He passes it down the pool. And it's a 2-on-1, and they easily score. The North Penn defense fell apart there, and Justin Roman gets his first goal of the evening. A defensive breakdown for North Penn results in a North Allegheny goal. As there was 3 offensive Tigers to 1 defensive Knight, and just the goaltender and Zachary Owens. So North Penn falls 2-1 now, 4:05 left, and Friday has it over to Dunnigan. Now to Franco, over to Contrubus. Tight defense by the Tigers, he'll lob it to the slot. Able to come up with it, and Friday's shot is saved by the goaltender, Jack Pears. And North Penn will continue with possession. You can hear the North Penn chant, trying to get North Penn rallied in this second quarter. 3:44 left. Andrew Dunnigan passes it over to Friday. Over to Contrubus. Over to Franco. Back to Contrubus. Into the slot for Fakish. And tough defense by the Tigers results in their possession. As Peaton now passes it over to Roman, who has the deciding goal right now. He'll pass it up, a quick shot and a score for North Allegheny. Number 7, Mitchell Rubio with the shot and goal. And a timeout called by North Penn. And North Penn has to do something here as they have fallen behind 3-1 with 3:12 left in this second quarter. North Allegheny's has a rally going right now. 2 unanswered goals for them right now. And North Penn, as I mentioned, has to do something to get back in this game. North Allegheny's a strong team, and you do not want to fall behind too far to them. But North Penn, as we've seen throughout the season, they somehow manage a way to come back when they're losing. We'll see what they can do here. Still 2 quarters and 3 minutes left in this quarter.
There's plenty of water polo left to be played, but both teams have pretty strong defenses, so scoring's looking pretty low. The Knights don't want to fall behind now.
And earlier in the first quarter, North Allegheny rallied behind after they had called their own timeout. So we'll see if North Penn can do the same. As both teams take their positions out into the pool, North Penn will continue with possession after the goal and their own timeout. Number 10, Matt Franco, will start for North Penn. Franco over to Contrubus. And North Penn will continue with possession. Quick pass into the slot for Patterson. And he's swarmed by 2 Tigers defenders. And Cares will come up with it for the Tigers. Pass it down to Roman. Over to the winger. Pass court, and he'll tip it in for the Tigers. Number 14, Max Moore. And the Tigers now have a 4-1 lead over the North Penn Knights with 2:45 left in this second quarter. That was just a beautiful play by the Tigers, setting up from number 13, Joel Songer, to Max Moore to just tip it in as North Penn. Derek Friday has it now. This quick shot saved by Jack Pears, 4th save of the evening. And then the pass back is deflected by Patterson, but Cares recovers it for the Tigers with 2:25 left in this second quarter. As Peaton now passes it over to Moore. Back to Peaton. Pass it to his winger. Into the slot but it's ruled North Penn possession. Dunnigan will take over for North Penn, and he'll pass it back to Owens to start this drive, and he passes downfield to Sean Fakish on a lob, a shot, and he scores. Sean Fakish with his first goal of the evening. And what a beautiful shot as he just lobs it over several defenders for the Tigers, including the goaltender, to put North Penn back in this game, only down by 2 now. With 2 minutes exactly left in this second quarter, Sean Fakish puts North Penn down by 2 with 4-2 on the scoreboard. Tigers currently leading, as Peton will start up for the Tigers. Over to his winger, number 14, Max Moore. Back to Peton. Still Tigers possession as Rubio has it, the shot, and it's blocked by number 8, Nico Contrubis. And Owens will pass it down to Franco. He'll leave it off for Contrubis. North Penn will continue with possession. Over to Fakish, up to Patterson. Quick turnaround shot, and it's saved by Jack Cares. His 5th save of the evening with 1:15 left in this second quarter. North Penn still down 4-2 as Peton passes it over to number 14, Max Moore. And his pass is intercepted by North Penn, number 8, Nico Contrubis. Now North Penn looks to move up with it. Over to Franco now. Back to Contrubis as they play catch. Contrubis looking for someone who's open. He'll continue with possession, passes over to Marcus. Marcus down to, I believe that's number 10, Matt Franco. He'll pass it back to Fakish, but Marcus able to recover. And then he's pulled down to North Penn. Will continue, and the shot just sails wide. Shot by number 8, Nico Contrubis. So that whole drive was started by Contrubis' interception, but they're unable to put anything on the scoreboard. So it still remains 4-2, 25 seconds left, 20 on the shot clock. 5-second difference as Peton. And Patterson steals away from Peton. He's moving upfield. It's a 2-on-2 race to the net. Patterson has the edge. And then it's Royal Tigers possession. I believe Patterson might have been pulled under, but nonetheless, Tigers will have it, and the shot is blocked by Andrew Dunnigan. 7 seconds left. And North Penn will take over 5 seconds. Owens will sail it down the pool, saved by Cares, and what a good opening half. As we stop at halftime, Tigers leading the Knights 4-2. But what a great opening half. Justin Rollman, Mitchell Rubio, Luke Peton, and Max Moore, the 4 goal scorers for the Tigers. And Sean Fakish and Derek Friday, the 2 for North Penn. So far, the Tigers have been more aggressive. And they have the lead right now, but North Penn showing some light, as they really had a rally late in that second quarter to narrow the Tigers' lead to 2.
North Penn is known for their very dangerous and aggressive front line, and North Allegheny has been doing a great job of figuring that out and shutting down the key players for them when they're on their offensive drives. Sean Fakish was able to close down North Allegheny's lead only by 2. So North Penn will be looking to get on the board early in the second half to stay in this game.
So the winner of this game between North Penn and North Allegheny will play at 11:45 tomorrow. The loser will play at 8 a.m. Same place, Rick Carroll Natatorium. And since this is the opening game, we will not know who they will play until tonight is finished. And as Anissa mentioned earlier, North Penn has an explosive offense. And early in the first quarter, the two opening goals for this game were only separated by 15 seconds. Luke Peaton scored first for North Allegheny with 25 seconds left in the first quarter, and Derek Friday for North Penn had his goal with 10 seconds left. So 15-second differential. It really shows how quick a goal can be scored in water polo and how quick North Penn can rally and score their own goal. So we still sit here at 4-2 during this brief intermission for halftime. North Penn trying to chalk something up and trying to get back in. Still down by 2, but with their offense, I believe they can get back in this game very readily, as they had a great offensive push at the conclusion of the second quarter. North Allegheny, his defense is coming up big to stop that rush, not allowing any goals in the final 2 minutes, as Sean Fakish's goal was scored with 2 minutes left in that quarter. So North Penn had a big rush with under 2 minutes left, and North Allegheny was able to come up with it. And we have a huge crowd here at the Rick Carroll Auditorium. A lot of North Penn fans. North Allegheny fans are also showing up for their team. A big states game, or states tournament rather. The girls water polo team for North Penn played last weekend in the states tournament, and they did come up on top as the winners for the third straight year in a row. So congratulations to the girls water polo team. The boys water polo team looking to hopefully do the same and come up with a starting victory here and then continue with their 2 games tomorrow.
The biggest thing for the Knights in this second half is going to be figuring out how they're going to score on goalie for North Allegheny, Jack Carries. They've had plenty of shots on goal, but only 2 have been able to find the net. So once they get that figured out, they'll be able to get some more points on the board.
Yeah, and Carries is not only has a lot of talent at goaltender, but the defense for North Allegheny is just very strong, which is one of the reasons why North Penn has only put up 2 goals so far.
That's right. North Allegheny's defense is so strong that their goalie got kicked out, and North Penn still was not able to score. The defense kept the ball out of the net. 15 seconds left in halftime. Both teams will be taking the pool to start the second half of this game here in the Rick Carroll Natatorium.
So North Penn won the first faceoff, North Allegheny with the second. We'll see who wins the opening faceoff to start the third quarter.
And the second half is underway as both teams swim to the middle. North Penn will pick up the ball, pass from Andrew Dunnigan to Controbus. Controbus looks out wide and finds Friday. Friday's looking for that open pass, and North Penn will keep possession of the ball. Playing catch with Matt Franco. He looks to score. Passes it inside. And North Penn starts off the second half with a quick goal scored by Shane Marcus right off the bat.
And there, as we mentioned, the explosive North Penn offense only took them just over 20 seconds in the second half to score. What an explosive offense North Penn has.
And the Tigers have possession of the ball. Passing it up top to Peyton. Finds his guy in the middle, and a backwards pass from Nick Fleinzer is blocked by North Penn Zachary Owens in goal. He's been having a very incredible night tonight, keeping the Knights in this game. And he passes down to Fakish. Fakish on the outside looking in. He's able to find Franco. Franco trying to recover the ball, going to goal. And North Penn will keep possession, passing up to Friday at the top. Back to Franco. Franco's goal blocked by Carries from North Allegheny as he looks for a man down the pool. And that shot just missed the goal. So Zachary Owens will pick up the ball and look down the pool. He finds Friday, who is advancing. Franco will keep possession. Wide pass over to Fakish. And that shot is blocked by the defense of North Allegheny.
Evan Sulia with the block for North Allegheny as a pass down the pool.
Massey with the shot, just missing the goal. Just under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Owens will pass out wide to Controbus. He'll pass to Franco, and Knights will keep possession. North Allegheny defense is doing a great job of shutting down the North Penn offense. It's very hard for them to find open passes. Franco's able to find Controbus, and it's batted right out by Peyton. Franco looking to shoot, and it's blocked by the North Allegheny wall by Jack Wright. And a long pass down to Massey. He will be advancing in the pool.
And we mentioned during halftime the strong defense by North Allegheny showing their strength there with 4 minutes left in this second half.
Peyton will pass it in. Massey will pass it back up, back to Massey. And Dunnigan will pass back to Owens as he looks for a man. Connects with Daly, who's down wide open, coming in from the outside. He'll pass it into the middle to Friday, and the Knights will keep possession. Kicking out number 10, Luke Payton, who's been a very key player for North Allegheny. It looks like there will be a timeout.
With 3:41 left in this third quarter.
North Penn was able to shorten North Allegheny's lead by only 1 point. So the score is 4-3 for the Tigers. Neither team should feel comfortable with this score as North Allegheny is only leading by 1 point, and there's plenty of water polo left to be played. North Allegheny hasn't been on the scoreboard in the third quarter. The only goal scored has been by North Penn's Sean Marcus. Just over 20 seconds into the third quarter, he was able to connect with that shot. And the North Penn girls state champions are here cheering on the North Penn boys as they play the first game in the state tournament.
And both the boys and the girls are very supportive of each other. The girls obviously playing last week, boys playing today and tomorrow as Owens passes it up to Patterson.
Patterson passes out wide to Friday, who finds Daly. Back to Patterson. And North Allegheny will recover the ball. It's a 50-50 ball, and North Allegheny has it. Will pass back to Carries, who looks down the pool, finds Rollman. And Ray with the ball. Over to Phillips, right to the middle. And that'll be another goal for North Allegheny, increasing their lead to 5-3. And that was Tan Kokindrium from North Allegheny with that score.
So that widens North Allegheny's lead to 5-3 with 3:19 left in this third quarter as Dunnigan does a spin move to get around his defender. Tight defense by North Allegheny though.
And Friday with the ball going wide He's able to beat his defender, and he's going to the goal. A quick spin, and he'll keep possession. And he'll pass out to Controbus, who gets a quick shot off, but once again, the wall of the North Allegheny defense does not allow it to even get close to the net. And carries with the ball. Passes it right down. And the ball's behind Daly. So North Penn will pick up possession. Daly will pass back to Owens. He has Dunnigan. North Penn will keep possession, kicking out number 2, Christopher Killian. Dunnigan with the pass back to Patterson. Patterson looking to shoot. And it goes right off the post, so North Penn will not have a goal. North Penn just needs that extra motivation to try and get it into the net, as many of their goals have been close, just not close enough to get in the goal. And Killian will be back in the game. Whole pass to Phillips. Phillips sees his man right wide open. And the North Penn defense will shut number 18, Blake Camerlin, down before he gets a chance to get his shot off. So Fagish with the ball, leading down the pool for the Knights. North Allegheny will pick up possession, passing back to Carries. Carries with the pass to Rollman. Rollman heading towards the goal. And a great save by Zachary Owens there in the net. Right at the corner.
Shot by Ben Phillips. With 1:20 left in this third quarter, North Allegheny still up 5-3.
Fakish will lead down the pool for the ball for the Knights. To pass to Patterson, who passes it into Dunnigan. Dunnigan. And tempers are flying in the pool. Very aggressive play by both teams. Dunnigan with the ball, passes back to Patterson, who sees Fakish up top. Fakish looking for that pass to Patterson. Patterson swimming towards the middle. Gets a shot off, but it is blocked by Jack Carries. Dunnigan looking for that pass. He sees Fakish up top. Fakish will pass back to Daly, and North Penn will keep possession. Daly with the ball at the top. Finds Controbus. Daly will lob it in, and North Penn will keep possession. So Friday out wide. Passes back up to Fakish. Fakish to Controbus. And Fakish able to get that shot off. Fakish with the shot with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. It'll go right off the hands of Carries and into the goal.
That's Fakish's second goal of the evening. And that whole play started with Ben Phillips being kicked out. And North Penn able to take advantage with 12 seconds left. North Penn still down by 1 as North Allegheny leads 5-4. Both teams very aggressive, showing they really want to come out with a victory here in advance.
With only a 1-goal difference on the scoreboard, both teams are not comfortable. And Zachary Owens with the save right as the third quarter comes to a conclusion. So this game will end the third quarter with the North Allegheny up 5 and North Penn trailing only by 1 point with 4 points on the board. The fourth quarter should have a very high intensity because both teams are looking to get more points on the board. In the third quarter, North Penn started off first with a goal just over 20 seconds into the third quarter by Sean Marcus for North Penn, cutting North Allegheny's lead by 1 point. But then North Allegheny answered again with a goal by number 19, Kokendrium. at 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. And then again, Sean Fakish was able to cut down that lead with his second goal of the night with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. So now the score is 5-4 North Allegheny.
And North Penn is really starting to find a way to contribute a lot of intensity at the end of these quarters. We saw it at the end of the second quarter and the end of that third quarter. But the North Allegheny defense is just coming up very strong, and they have a ton of blocks so far in this game. And I believe that if it wasn't for their defense, North Penn would probably be leading right now. But nonetheless, we are still sitting at 5-4. North Allegheny currently in the lead.
That's right. As Jake said, North Allegheny's defense is a wall back there. It's almost like shooting on 4 goalies for North Penn every time they take a shot.
And one thing that North Allegheny is very strong at is once the ball gets into the slot, they swarm the North Penn offensive player. And they almost always immediately make a turnover or takeaway.
That's right. As Jake said, North Allegheny doesn't give North Penn any time to get a shot off. And this game goes into the fourth quarter with North Allegheny up 5 and North Penn with 4. Both teams will want to come out with an intense start to the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left of water polo in the first game of the state tournament.
And North Penn won the opening faceoff. North Allegheny won the faceoff in the second quarter. And North Penn opened the second half by winning the first faceoff. We'll see who wins it here. Be huge for North Penn if they could win it and immediately get to work and tie this game up. It looks like we have an issue with the clock right now. We'll try to get it figured out and get back underway and resume play, as we do not want to miss much action here, as it's been a highly intensified game.
North Penn was able to score just over 20 seconds into the third quarter, so it should be interesting if they're going to get off to the same explosive start to begin the fourth quarter. And both teams await the clock.
And we were able to fix the clock, so we will resume momentarily.
And the fourth quarter is underway. Both teams swim to the middle, see who will recover the ball. Looks like Sean Fakish was able to pass back to Dunnigan, who sees Contrubus wide open in the middle. North Penn numbers up, going to goal. North Penn will keep possession. Able to find Fakish. Contrubus keeps possession of the ball. Finds Patterson. Patterson looking at the goal, passes to Dunnigan right beside him. Back to Patterson. And that shot will be blocked by North Allegheny's Jack Carries.
And North Penn very aggressive from the start. Sean Vakish winning 3 of 4 faceoffs tonight and contributing 2 goals. So what a night he's had so far, and we still have a whole quarter underway. With 6:15 left in this fourth quarter, Sean Fakish now putting on the defense for North Penn.
And North Allegheny's Cockendream just misses the goal, so Owens will take up the ball and look down the pool. And a pass to Fakish. Fakish with plenty of room. Finds Dunnigan right beside him to Controbus. The next pass Dunnigan has the ball up top. And a quick shot off by Fakish, but he's not able to get it in the net. Jack Carries was right there with the save.
What a nifty shot by Sean Fakish to get a backhand shot in. Carey's just able to come up with it.
And North Allegheny with the ball. North Penn picks up possession. That was Andrew Dunnigan with the pressure. And a lob into the middle. Patterson will pick up the ball, and a backhand shot by Patterson puts the game into a tie.
What a skillful shot by A.J. Patterson to tie this game up with 5:16 left in this fourth quarter. And I think it's safe to say we're going to have a good outcome tonight. A very intensified matchup so far. Both teams very aggressive as the Tigers move up with it.
Peyton with the ball, passes right to Moore. And Controvas will pick up the ball. Owens looking down the pool for a quick start to Fakish. Moore putting on the pressure on Fakish, but Fakish is able to keep the ball. Fakish looking for a pass. Dunnigan able to recover the ball. Passes right over to Controvas beside him. And Controvas will pass up to Nikolai Bakradze. But North Allegheny will keep possession. So Carries with the ball in the back of the pool, is able to find Peyton. And 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. North Allegheny picks up possession.
Bartrowski has just been kicked out. So North Penn now down a man. As ball is at mid-court. And a timeout taken by North Allegheny with 4:12 left. Both teams tied at 5.
As Jake said, North Allegheny is now up a man. So taking this timeout, they're probably going to figure out how they're going to capitalize on that opportunity to be a man up right by the North Penn goal. Patterson was able to tie up the game in the fourth quarter at 5 minutes and 16 seconds with a backhanded goal that went right past goalkeeper for North Allegheny, Jack Carries. Now at a tied game in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left. Both teams are extremely eager to get on the scoreboard. And the Tigers will take the pool after their timeout. Definitely wanting to capitalize on the opportunity to be numbers up in this situation. North Penn takes the pool as well.
North Penn crowd is electrified right now. Really wanting the defense to come up big and keep this game tied.
Goalie Jack Carries with a pass to Peyton. Peyton with that side pass to Moore. And they pass it out wide. Moore will pick up the ball. Wide open is Phillips, but Zachary Owens is there for the great save.
Owens' 10th save of the evening with 3:45 left in this fourth quarter. Pass down court.
Pass to Hartman, who finds the middle. And North Penn picks up possession. That was Sean Fakish. Swarmed by North Allegheny. And North Penn water polo player Nico Controvas will take the shot on Jack Carries. And this could put them in the lead.
Just waiting on the referee's signal for Controvas to take the shot. 3:41 left, tied at 5. This could be a deciding goal.
This would be an incredible way to get ahead. Controvas with the shot right into the goal. With 3 minutes and 41 seconds, Controvas is able to get the North Penn Knights ahead. The Knights now lead 6-5. 3 minutes and 41 seconds left.
Talk about a comeback. Once down 4-1, they now lead 6-5. They have definitely improved throughout the course of this game as the Tigers are moving up court.
Karamasi with the pass up to Moore, finds Peyton. Patterson and Friday putting on pressure. And Friday's able to get the ball. Will pass back to Owens, and the Knights will set up their offense. Owens with a pass down to Fakish, who's been having a great game tonight with 2 goals. Fakish will keep possession. And he looks for a man. A pass right into the middle. And that'll kick out number 3, Karamasi. The Knights now trying to capitalize on their numbers up situation with a pass to Hartman. Hartman finds Dunnigan, and Dunnigan with the assist. A great shot, quick shot off by Dunnigan. And Hartman with the assist is able to put the Knights up 7-5, increasing their lead with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Knights are really putting on the pressure on the goalkeeper, Jack Carries. Beautiful shot there from Hartman to Dunnigan. And that will be a timeout.
A lot of credit goes to Ryan Hartman with a great pass, and Dunnigan just able to deflect it in for the timeout by the Tigers. Tigers really have to figure something out here. As I mentioned, they were once up 4-1, and now North Penn is winning 7-5. So North Penn is really rallying right now. As we mentioned at the end of the second quarter and at the end of the third quarter, they had a good rally, but then it was just closed off by the conclusion of each quarter. And it looks like the rally from the end of the third quarter has continued into this fourth quarter with 2:56 left in this game.
If you remember back to the second quarter, the Knights were losing. It was 4-1, and now they're back leading 7-5, which is a great comeback here in the first game of the state tournament. As Jake said earlier, the winner of tonight's game will play again tomorrow at 11 a.m., and the loser will play at 8 a.m. Both teams trying to stay in this tournament to try and play in that state championship game. And both teams will take the pool again. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Knights lead 7-5. And Peyton will pass out some more. And Moore with a shot that does not get in the net. So Owens will look down the field at his offensive line. Long pass to Fakish will be recovered by goalie Jack Carries. And Carries will look down the pool, able to find Peyton right in the center. Will pass back up to Moore. Moore back to Peyton in the center. And Owens again with a great save, keeping North Allegheny from getting close to the Knights' lead.
11th save on the evening for Owens with 2:25 left in this fourth quarter. North Penn still up 7-5.
Friday putting on pressure on Peyton. And that was Pan Considrium with the goal with 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
His second goal of the evening puts North Penn's lead at 7-6. Slims it to 1 with 2:15 left in this fourth quarter as North Penn moves up with it.
Fakish with the ball. And a great shot by Patterson, but it is blocked by Carries. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Carries' 10th save of the evening as the shot is blocked by Sean Fakish.
And the clock is ticking down in this game. The Knights are only up by 1 goal. So definitely going to play it safe in these last minutes of the game. Dunnigan at the top with a pass to Friday. Friday slips out of his hands, but it goes right back to him in the center, and he's able to get that goal off right to the top of the goalpost. Friday puts the Knights up 8-6 with 1:37 left in the fourth quarter, excuse me.
Friday's second goal of the evening. As Anissa said, puts the Knights lead back up to 2 with 1:30 left in this fourth quarter.
North Allegheny with possession. And Zachary Owens with the save. Controbus with the pressure. And North Penn will definitely want to try and keep possession. No need to do anything risky in this type of situation that they're up by 2. So Fakish will keep the ball. He's able to advance past North Allegheny's Mitchell Rubio. And he'll pass out wide. 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. The Knights are leading 8-6.
And North Penn will continue with possession as Fakish was pushed under.
And it looks like the Knights will be calling a timeout with just under a minute left in the fourth quarter, leading by 2 goals. North Allegheny will have to score 2 in the next minute to try and tie up this game.
It's crunch time right now for North Allegheny as time is winding away. Only 56 seconds left. If North Penn is even able to just get 1 shot off after their shot clock expires and then just be able to regain possession and just control it, that will seal the deal for them. The trick is being able to do that and get past North Allegheny's defense. And Jack Carries has 10 saves on the evening. I believe that the defense for North Allegheny has at least 5 blocks. So Carries being tested often, but the defense has come up big, Carries only allowing 8 goals.
North Allegheny had a very strong defense in the first half, only allowing North Penn 2 goals, and now in the second half, North Penn's picked up 6 more, now leading 8.
And North Penn will start with possession, but North Allegheny will keep 1 man deep, and it looks like they're sending another one down. As they need 2 goals to tie up this game.
56 seconds on the clock. And Dunnigan with the ball will pass it out to run out their shot clock. North Allegheny quickly looking at the ball. And I'll pass up to Peyton, who's in the center. Finds his guy. But the North Penn defense just swarms him in.
Derek Friday with the takeaway for North Penn. Only 41 seconds left. Friday looking for a direction from his coach.
Knights playing a safe game now that they're ahead by 2. And Controbus will swim out wide to run the clock. 30 seconds left.
And he'll probably just dump it down here. Only 8 seconds left on the shot clock. North Penn will continue with possession off the whistle, and there you see the dump down. The pull, 21 seconds left in this fourth quarter. North Penn still up by 2 goals.
Carries with a quick pass to Moore, and the clock is running down. 15 seconds, Moore passes right to Hartman, and Hartman will pass it back to Friday. Friday will take it out wide, running the clock down. 5 seconds left. And that does it for the first game of the state tournament. The Knights come back from being down 4-1 to win this game 8-6.
And Zachary Owens finished with 12 saves on the evening. Jack Carries 10 saves for North Allegheny. So we're not sure who North Penn will play tomorrow, but they will play at 11:45 in the morning. North Allegheny will play at 8 a.m. And Sean Fakish for North Penn and Derek Friday both had 2 goals on tonight's game. And that gives North one of the key contributions to North Penn's 8-6 victory. So that will do it here for the first game of the 2016 States Tournament at the Rick Carroll Auditorium. North Penn defeats North Allegheny 8-6. For the whole North Penn television crew, I'm Jake Lobrecht. Alongside me, Anissa Gardizzi. Thanks for joining us here at the Rick Carroll Auditorium, and we'll see you next time.